in the limited sportsman division will start in third. He's in the 31 car. On the outside, doing double duty this weekend, Anthony Warren in car number 60W, the number 2-point driver. Sean Phelps in the 18, the AMSOIL car, and Dave Snow back in back-to-back races. I don't think I've ever seen that, a driver running the same car in back-to-back races in 2 different divisions. 8 laps the distance for the limited sportsman in their qualifying heat. Well, oh, I see, Dave Snow. Dave Snow should be up on the front row. Well, isn't this interesting? So they're getting the restart, or the starting lineup correct.
There we go.
Okay, that works for me. Austin Shaves and Dave Snow. So the snowstorm on the outside of the front row. And those 2 drivers were wrecked badly on the front stretch last week. I mean a big-time wreck here on the front stretch. So good to see both those cars back here in action tonight. And just like that, Dave Snow on the outside lane in the 14X takes the lead. Shaves back into second spot in the 23. Then Anthony Ryan and James Hansen doing battle side by side. Ryan on the bottom, Hansen on the top in the 31. Dave Snow, your leader down the back chute. Austin Shaves back to second. James Hansen maybe in a little bit of trouble there. The 31 car not up to snuff. Here's Anthony Warren, the number 2-point driver on the outside. Oh, and he's way on the outside. Warren off the top. And that'll bring out the yellow flag. And that'll bring out the yellow flag.
He's out there in the grass.
Anthony Warren doing a little agricultural racing out there in turn 4. Anthony Warren in the 60W. Going to be a long, long weekend for Warren, and survive today and get into the 200 tomorrow. James Hansen in the 31 in action today, but tomorrow Ricky Davis will be in that car. Former 358 winner at the Lebanon Valley Speedway. Back to green with 1 lap on the board. Dave Snow down into turn 1 with the lead again in the 14X. Austin Shaves runs second in the 23. Anthony Ryan, James Hansen, Anthony Warren, and Sean Phelps nose to tail in order through the field. Dave Snow leading the field through 1 and 2. Anthony Warren in all kinds of trouble in that 60W. He's got a handful of race car out there. Phelps making a move underneath him in the AMSOIL 18. Anthony Ryan out of shape in the 211. Now here comes James Hansen in the 31 car. Hansen, the point leader, in the 31 on the inside lane up to 3rd spot now. Anthony Ryan back to 4th. Anthony Warren in 5th place. And Sean Phelps rounding out the field. Up front, it's all Dave Snow in the 14X. Halfway this time by. 4 down, 4 to go for the snowstorm. Dave Snow with 3 laps to go. Your leader, Austin Shaves, trying to track him back down in the 23. Snow opens the door. Shaves with a good line in 1 and 2, right up on the back bumper. Austin Shaves on the back bumper with 2 laps to go. trying to make a race out of it here. Shaves thinking about the outside lane. Here comes Austin Shaves, the youngster, on the outside lane. Can't make it work in turn 2 that time. Snow drives down into turn 3. White flag ready to fly. Shaves putting all on the table right now in the 23 car. Austin Shaves letting it all hang out. 1 lap to go. Austin Shaves and Dave Snow, after a hard wreck last week on the front chute, run 1-2 tonight. Dave Snow on the bottom. Shaves with a last-ditch effort on the high side, all the way to the outside lane. Checkered flag at the line. It'll be Dave Snow. Austin Shaves second. James Hansen, Anthony Ryan, Anthony Warren, and Sean Phelps. Austin Shaves, mighty racy in that 23 car. A great run for the youngster out of Chester, Vermont. But with a checkered flag in hand after shearing the right rear corner off that thing last week. Dave Snow in the 14X. And how about that? Back-to-back races, different divisions, same car, and he got a win in one of them. That's a pretty good start. Number 7. The Amsoil, number 18 from Richmond, Vermont. That is the motocross champion, Sean Phelps. Car number 77M making his modified debut today. That is Eddie Bruno out of Fairhaven. And starting shotgun back with us from Wells, Vermont in the Herman Construction, number 23, the Alex Bell machine. That's Jeff Haskins, former winner on the asphalt track here at Devil's Bowl. 25 laps for the Limited Sportsman, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Limited Sportsman division, ready to go. The feature winner is guaranteed a starting spot in tomorrow's 200-lap main event. Here we go. Austin Shaves in the 23. Out to the early break. Over into turn 3, drives it deep. Adam Piper right there with him in the 66. 3 wide behind him. Marty Hutchins all the way to the wall, holds on to it. Matt Bilodeau. James Hansen backs off the throttle in the 31. It is a log jam from second place on back. Dave Snow in the 14X up through for second spot now. Adam Piper in the 66 back to third. Still 3 wide. Johnny Bruno in the middle. Anthony Ryan in the 211. Banging Nerf bars out there in turn 4. Austin Shaves with a big lead in car number 23 up front. Looking to become the 10th different driver to become the first-time winner in the Limited Sportsman division, as is Dave Snow in the 14X. Johnny Bruno runs third. Anthony Ryan fourth in the 211. Then a battle for fifth place. Matt Bilodeau on the bottom. Adam Piper on the top. Marty Hutchins right there in the 1. James Hansen in the 31. Anthony Warren in the 60W. The top 2 point drivers going nowhere right now. Adam Piper in the 66, just not up to snuff today. That car not going anywhere. Marty Hutchins underneath him. Piper bouncing through 3 and 4. Piper cuts down on Hutchins. Hutchins with a nice lift off the throttle to avoid hitting him over in turn 1. Marty Hutchins with a piece of heads-up driving right there in car number 1. Austin Shaves away with it in the 23 car, your leader. Dave Snow and Johnny Bruno battling for second spot, but Austin Shaves has opened up nearly a full straightaway advantage. Snow on the outside lane is sideways, opens the door for Bruno. Johnny Bruno cannot find the room underneath him. Battling for fourth place behind them, Anthony Ryan in the 211. Matt Bilodeau in the 32, Bilodeau on the outside. Matt Bilodeau up to the top side of the 211 car now. He'll take fourth place away from him. Ryan trying to hold on the inside lane. Still battling for position. Adam Piper in the 66 on the 1 of Marty Hutchins. The top 2 point drivers stuck in the back half of the top 10. Anthony Warren in the 60. The 31 of James Hansen. As they ride in 8th and 9th place respectively. Austin Shaves all by himself up front. Johnny Bruno now up to second place in the 22. Dave Snow under attack for third as Bilodeau is on the back bumper. Matt Bilodeau in the Black Diamond Builders number 32 car on the inside lane. Snow holds him off this time. Eddie Bruno hard into the wall over in turn 4 all by himself, and that'll bring out the yellow flag. The 77 pounds the concrete. Eddie Bruno pounds the wall, and that's like more than that. 3 or 4 pieces. I mean, he doesn't have to try and qualify tomorrow. It's a provisional, so to speak. The driver who wins this race will have a guaranteed provisional for tomorrow's race. They still have to try and qualify like anybody else and make a full attempt through the heats, the consolations, the B feature if necessary. And if they cannot qualify for the 200-lapper through those means, then they'll have a provisional spot waiting for them at the back of the field. 15 laps to go. Austin Shaves and Johnny Bruno off turn 4. No, not that time. We've still got some cleanup going on over on the racetrack over in turn 3 as well. Big piece of debris, turn 2. There was a big piece of debris over in turn 2 that just got picked up off the racetrack. Here we go, this time. Shaves and Bruno, Snow and Matt Bilodeau in row number 2. Anthony Ryan in the 211, the 66 of Adam Piper. Marty Hutchins, Anthony Warren, James Hansen, and Sean Phelps, your top 10. Jeff Haskins and Mike McGinn rounding out the field. Here we go, back to green. Johnny Bruno on the outside of the 22 with a jump, and he'll take the lead down the back chute. Austin Shaves back to second after leading the first 10 laps. Matt Bilodeau flying on the outside lane in the 32B. Bilodeau gets second spot away from Shaves. Matt Bilodeau, last week winner in the 32. Now he'll go on the attack. Bruno and Bilodeau trying to break away from the field. Shaves back to third in the 23. Austin Shaves sideways in front of the field in turn 3. Matt Bilodeau on the high side. Johnny Bruno on the bottom trying to hold him off. Bilodeau may have the fastest car on the racetrack right now. Matt Bilodeau working the top groove in the 32. Halfway this time by, 13 laps down, 12 to go. Bilodeau flying through 1 and 2, missed the setup that time. Adam Piper in trouble in the 66, brings it back onto the racetrack. Matt Bilodeau now will have to regroup after missing his mark over in turn 1 last time by. Johnny Bruno with a little bit of breathing room in the 22 car. Austin Shaves rides third in the 23. Dave Snow under attack now from the 211 of Anthony Ryan. Ryan on the inside lane looking for 4th place. 10 laps to go now, 10 to go. Matt Bilodeau has caught Johnny Bruno once again. Bilodeau working the outside lane. Both of those drivers looking for their 3rd win of the year. More importantly, a spot in tomorrow's big dance. Bruno on the bottom, Bilodeau on the top side. Dave Snow in big trouble in the 14X, shutting down over in turn 3. Dave Snow slow on the front chute, trying to get to pit road. Bruno and Bilodeau battling for the win. 8 laps to go now. Matt Bilodeau again hits the bump over in turn 1. That'll cost him again. Bilodeau didn't lose nearly as much that time. Now back on the charge. 7 to go for a spot in the Interstate Batteries 200. Bruno on the bottom. Bilodeau on the outside in the 32B, trying to charge up on the top one more time. Bilodeau is there now. Johnny Bruno trying to hold him off in turn 4, but Bilodeau has a run on the front chute. Bruno gives him the outside lane. Bilodeau on the high side. Hooked up in turn 2. Bruno holds him off this time, down the back chute. Here's Bilodeau in turn 3. That's where he's been the best in this race. Johnny Bruno better at the north end. Bilodeau better at the south end. 5 laps to go now, 5 to go. The leaders pulling away and battling side by side for the victory. Shaves, Ryan, and now Marty Hutchins, your top 5. James Hansen, Anthony Warren, Adam Piper next in line. 4 laps to go. Johnny Bruno on the inside lane. Here comes Bilodeau. Matt Bilodeau with his best run so far on the top. Matt Bilodeau on the outside lane in turn 2. Drag race down the back chute. Bruno, the youngster, on the inside. Bilodeau on the top in the 32B. Great action for the limited sportsman. Side by side, Bilodeau now by inches over in turn 1. Bruno fighting back on the bottom. Johnny Bruno, the new leader again. Bilodeau slips up off the cushion that time. Now he'll have to regroup with 2 laps to go coming up. Popsicle sticks in the air. Johnny Bruno now with a 3-car length advantage. 2 laps to go. Matt Bilodeau on the outside lane trying to regroup. Johnny Bruno on the bottom. Matt Bilodeau down the back chute. Off into turn 3 they go. They'll see the white flag this time by. Here comes Matt Bilodeau on the outside one more time. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. It's down to a car length. Bilodeau on the outside lane. Johnny Bruno on the bottom. Bilodeau slips up in turn 2. Down the back chute. Bilodeau with a run over into turn 3. Final time at the south end of the Speedway. Bilodeau's not going to do it. Checkered flag and a spot in the dance. Johnny Bruno wins the limited sportsman race. Matt Bilodeau comes home second. Third place will be Austin Shaves in the 23. Anthony Ryan and Marty Hutchins, your top 5. What a run for the limited sportsman.